Richmond, California was once the home of a booming shipbuilding industry. Now times are tough, and it's the home to high unemployment, gangs, violence, and the tough turf of housing projects. Philip Newt grew up in that angry world. As a teenager, he became a rap artist, and he put out this album. The hardcore lyrics earned him the nickname Filthy Phil. They tell stories of life on Richmond's mean streets, and police say eerily foretell Newt's own future.
99, officer down, Central on 580. I want all the cars.
I face consequences.
I want the red light flashing. I want the I want all the red lights flashing.
Do what he's gonna do if I were you. I think about the consequences.
That's the voice of the real Philip Newt performing one of his rap songs. It's called Consequences.
That's what he deserves. Niggas think they can take what you slave for. They got their nerves. Newcomers wanna come in the game to scope. You know the square that think school ain't cool no more. You can end up dead or behind bars and fences.
On June 23rd, 1991, the night before he was to sign a record contract, Philip Newt became a fugitive from the law.
Black man without a variety of things to do, so I'm a menace to society. An outlaw, a G-boy, a crook. Making a record is a chance I took to get out the game before it gets me. Now instead of bullets, beats hit.
It didn't have to end this way. Go back a few years and you find a story that could have ended very differently.
We're coming down.
To his family, Philip Newt was a good writer, a promising musician, and a role model for his little brother Aaron.
I'm gonna help you with your reading, all right? Come on now.
But it's hard.
Oh, now it ain't that hard. Being poor all your life because you can't read, now that's hard. You don't want to be like them bums on the corner. You know why they there, don't you? Because they can't read, fool. Come on, let me help you with your reading, man. All right, what's that say right there?
Philip's brother Aaron was very slow in learning, and he didn't care about reading. And Philip knew that reading could take you out of the situation you were in or the ghetto life. And he wanted Aaron to know how to read so he can broaden his imagination.
Philip Newt lived in a tough part of Richmond, California.
Living in Richmond was a nightmare. It was a war zone. The ghetto life is like being in a box and you can't get out. There's no hope, there's no dreams. And so when Philip would come to them with his dreams, they loved Philip. He had a higher imagination.
Philip Newt wrote about what he saw, what he experienced. His dream was that writing would be his ticket out.
Yeah, I'm a black man without a variety of things to do. So I'm a menace to society, an outlaw, a G-boy, a crook. Making a record is the chance I took to get out the game before it gets me.
From a positive point of view, Philip Newt had a lot of potential. He seemed to have a direction that he wanted to write. He wanted to be a music writer. But unfortunately, he hung around hardcore individuals who swayed him to do the things that he did.
Yo, 50 Phil.
What's up, George?
You famous yet? Too good for your homeboys now?
I ain't gonna forget the little people, though.
You ain't forgetting nothing, because you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, but check this out, Filthy. I got a job for you.
I ain't with that, man. I gotta go.
You got a what? I'm giving you a chance to score some quick cash, fool. And you ain't rich yet.
Not now, but I will be.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You will be, Filthy. But I tell you what, until then, find me a buyer for this camera. I'll split the take with you.
Oh, let me see that, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, where'd you get this, man?
From my mother.
Oh, okay. Did she put up a fight, though?
She never knew what hit her.
Yeah, what's your name, sir?
Say, man,
I got the evidence.
Friends say there were two forces drawing on Philip Newt, his rowdy friends and his angry music.
Yo, go, go, go. Straight from the DHE, double T-O. Yo, go, go, go. Straight from the DHE, double T-O.
Philip was in love with his car. When the police would stop him because he was having a good time. He wasn't breaking any traffic laws, but just the fact that He was in this car, and they knew Philip.
The Richmond police say he did break traffic laws, usually minor ones, but he broke them often. He was stopped for speeding in July of 1988. Not the first time, not the last.
See that stop sign back there?
Oh, hey, officer, I didn't realize. I was singing this song, and I guess I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's there. You went right through it.
What, you gonna write me a ticket?
That's right.
Well, what you think that'll do to a man's brain? Don't trip when I go insane. Going crazy. Go, go, go. Straight from the GHC. Double T-O.
Did you say something?
No, I was just talking to myself, officer.
Less than a year later, he had another encounter with police. This one was more serious.
We initiated a stop on the vehicle. At that time, Detective Goldberg approached the driver of the vehicle. I approached the passenger side area of the vehicle. I observed that Philip Newt was not wearing a seatbelt. I asked Philip for his ID. He told me he had none. At that time, I told him he was going to be placed under arrest.
I didn't do anything, man. This ain't nothing but police harassment. I'm out of here, man.
You're not free to go.
Get off me, fool.
That's it. You're under arrest.
Oh, man.
A minor traffic stop became a major turning point. Police records show Newt struck the officer in the chest. He was charged with battery. Newt was convicted of misdemeanor battery. The sentence, 3 years probation and 10 days in the county jail.
You know the square that thinks that school ain't cool no more? You can end up dead behind bars and fences. Face the consequences. A brother's gonna do what he's gonna do. If I were you, I'd think about the consequences. Yeah, boy, I'd think about the consequences.
By Philip being able to put words together so quickly and poetically, he would leave the environment outside and come into his own little world and just sit down and write. It gave him an escape.
But Newt could not escape the harsh realities of his world.
Make a move, yeah,
In April of 1991, Newt's album, Consequences, was released. He was finally on his way up. According to his producer, Newt was close to a deal with a major recording company. With the money from the record deal, Newt planned to move his family out of the projects. His childhood dreams were within his reach. Philip Newt was finally going somewhere. But on April 21st, 1991, Newt was stopped once again and cited for driving without a license. Since he was on probation, his car was impounded by the Richmond police.
And Philip just walked home and said, Mom, they got my car again. One time, in particular incident, they impounded his car. The policeman got in it and drove away in the car and told Philip to, you kiss my ass.
By now, the rising young star was becoming a paranoid young man, convinced the police were out to get him. According to his producers, Newt's raps were getting darker. His lyrics mirrored the frustrations and anger of life in the Richmond projects. In spite of the promise of success, Newt continued to hang out with his hardcore homeboys.
Yo, Filthy Phil.
What's up, player?
You want to partay, my brother? Yeah, baby, let's go to Oaktown and pick up some honey.
Nah, partner, I ain't with that tonight. I gotta go home and write, man.
I gotta go home and write. Oh, no, now. I know we can do better than that. Let's go.
Once again, Newt had to choose, party with the homeboys or go home and write.
All right, then, cool.
He once wrote, before I pull a job or a caper, I grab a pen and put a rap on the paper. But on June 23rd, 1991, that's not the choice he made.
Philip came home from the studio. I asked him, what was he doing? Where was he going? He said, I told everybody in the car, whatever they had on them that's illegal, to get rid of it now before we take the ride. He said, I'll be right back.
It was about 11:15 in the evening, and I observed a Mercury Cougar at a high rate of speed, probably close to 90 to 100 miles an hour. I did catch up to him, put my lights on. The vehicle slowed but didn't pull over. I put the siren on, the vehicle pulled over. At that time, I radioed in to dispatch, let them know what I had.
Oh, hell no. I can't get busted now, man. I'm on probation.
Just be cool, Filthy. Relax, man.
Be cool about what, man? We ain't got no idea or nothing? That ain't cool. Oh, man, and my album just out, too? Damn. Hide this. Oh, man.
There's the police, don't provoke. But if they pull us over, I swear I'm gonna smoke.
Would you roll down your window, please?
Okay, man, the electric windows don't work.
All right, then, would you open the door?
What's up, man? What I do?
There's the police, don't provoke. But if they pull us over, I swear I'm gonna smoke.
Man, I ain't got no ID.
All of you, let's go.
There's the police, don't provoke. But if they pull us over, I swear I'm gonna smoke. Smoke, 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 I'm gonna smoke. Smoke, smoke, I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna smoke.
And that's when I heard my cover officer yelling, "Officer was shot." And I also heard, I could smell and see gun smoke.
Wellhausen's bulletproof vest stopped the slugs meant to finish him off. He survived and was able to return fire and wound Philip Newt.
Philip Newt is a victim of society, a victim of lack of opportunity. But again, he's also guilty of a very terrible wrongdoing, and he has to come forward and pay the price. There's no doubt about it.
Damn, I downed the cop. And I bet I can't call home. They tapped my phone. I'm a fugitive living in the danger zone. Running out of places and people to run to. Baby, get my vest and bullets for my gun, too. I'm going crazy.
He's not above the law. I think once he hears me begging him, telling him to turn himself in, I know he'll do it. I love you, Philip. Please do the right thing.
Police shut down a stretch of Interstate 580 for 12 hours, but Newt slipped through the manhunt. By the next morning, he was nearly 400 miles south in Bakersfield, California. He used the alias Aaron Lawrence and convinced emergency room officials he'd been shot by his girlfriend. They treated him for a bullet wound in his left leg, then released him. Here's the cover of Newt's album, Consequences. The photos were taken at Kennedy Manor, the housing project where Newt was raised. Notice how Newt sets himself apart from the crowd by wearing horn-rimmed glasses. But it's just for the effect. Newt's eyesight's just fine. He's always worn short hair, and he often wears a thin mustache. Newt was last spotted in Chicago, but he may have moved on. If Philip Velvin Newt's shown up in your area, call our hotline tonight. The number is 1-800-CRIME-92. Word on the street is Newt will use the shooting of Officer Wellhausen as material for a new underground rap album.